Massachusetts has instituted a reopening advisory board to help begin a mindful reentry and getting the economy back on its feet. BNEWS spoke with Burlington businesses on how they've been handling the quarantine lockdown.
What we've done is we've transitioned our in-person personal training in small group, and we've gone virtual. We've started to train via Zoom and basically any platform our current clients are comfortable with.
Restaurants are among the hardest hit by the quarantine.
Yeah, well, we're wearing a lot of hats here. Right now, it's just myself and 4 other managers holding things down, trying to keep the lights on. So I got my chef lights on. We're doing prep. We're doing dishes. We're the cleaners. And we're the cooks. Our takeout menu is basically a discounted and limited version of our regular menu. And there's some family dinners on there.
Yeah, I think the toughest part from our angle is because we are on that healthcare line, that whole, essential versus non-essential aspect. And then from our angle, we were hoping to get some real clarity as far as like whether we fall in that essential category or not. For physical therapists, you could be post-surgical. You could be losing range of motion for the rest of your life. You're in a ton of pain. There's areas that are real necessities for patients.
And so the governor did say that real estate's essential, right? So there was this portion of the business that still has to happen. And unfortunately still means you have to be in person somewhat, but you can maintain social distancing in almost everything you do. Signatures are done electronically now.
Sekisui is a diagnostics company here in Burlington.
We're in the medical supply chain, so it's very important that we continue to supply our products. Our flu testing kits were used as a frontline defense in COVID testing to identify if people have something else.
2 to 3 weeks before the requirement came out for all the businesses to close, we started thinking about how we're going to do this. We started investigating and practicing moving everything online. The day after we closed our doors in our castle, the next day we were online with all of our adventures.
Burlington businesses have been pivoting to stay ahead of COVID and keep doing business.
We've actually purchased equipment and given it to the clients so that everyone has their own mini gyms, essentially, their mini fitness togethers at home.
We've already started to roll out a new floor plan, which essentially what it does, it keeps all of our tables at least 6 feet apart, no more than 6 people at a table.
The real message at this moment is to let people know we're here for them, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a video, whether you want to come in, whether you just want to, ask me a few questions.
We have found virtual tours that are much more detail oriented. You can zoom in. You could practically see the trim if you needed to in a window. That's how close it can get to it.
Keeping production running was very, very important for us. So we've brought everybody home that can work from home, and that reduces the number of people in any of our different sites.
It's going to be a really interesting summer because they may be suddenly saying, okay, everyone, you can go back to work. But if there's no summer camps open after school, you have no childcare. And if you have no childcare, you don't have people going back to work.
We are all in together, and if our network stays strong, rely on each other, we're going to get through this.
Be sure to make it a point to support local businesses when you can during this COVID epidemic and beyond. With Burlington Businesses, I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.